Well, ANC leaders are continuing to pay homage to party stalwarts from the Eastern Cape as part of the build-up to tomorrow's main event, when the January 8th statement will be delivered by Party President Cyril Ramaphosa. ANC Deputy President David Mabuza in Krafrenet visited the home of former party secretary James Salata, while the Treasurer General Paul Mashatile went to the home of the ANC former president. The homes of the first two Eastern Cape premiers, Raymond Mashlaba and Mackenzie Stofile, were also visited. Well, we'll come back to that story a little bit later on in our bulletin. Meanwhile, newly appointed Deputy Secretary General Ace Magashule and ANC Deputy President David Mabuza will vacate their provincial leadership positions in March. The question of Magashule's resignation as Free State Premier and ANC Chairperson after 23 years had been raised repeatedly before this morning's announcement. Now, several candidates have been bandied about to take over the party's leadership reins.
Ace Magashule has been at the helm of the Free State ANC for over 2 decades. The ANC's provincial leadership was dissolved by the High Court order in December. However, Magashule was eventually elected as the ANC Secretary General.
It is not compatible for him to do his work as Premier and as Secretary General, or actually any other employment outside of the legislature in terms of the Code of Conduct.
At least it is good riddance for the Free Staters, so that we can begin to actually chart a way forward for the Free State as a whole. And we hope that the ANC will bring a better person that is going to have the interest of the people at heart.
Former Free State ANC Deputy Chair Thabo Manyoni, Sports MEC Mathabo Leeto, and her transport counterpart Sam Mashinini are leading the race to replace Magashule. Magashule became the Free State Premier in 2009. His leadership in the party was subjected to court challenges. For the second time, the ANC leadership in the Free State was dissolved by a court of law. Magashule's succession will be determined at a higher level.
So the decision to be taken in terms of what should happen to Premier Ace Magashule will be made by the African National Congress, instructing the President in terms of what course of action is to be taken.
Opposition parties have threatened to boycott the State of the Province address next month. Teboho Letshaba, SABC News, Bloemfontein.